what effect does my interest rate have on my monthly payment? And I have a lot. Part of your monthly payment on your house is principal and interest. This is what pays down to loan. When you're paying principal and interest on your loan, that's going to pay that off in the 30 years. Now, that payment is amortized. Okay. So in the beginning, you're going to be paying more money is going to go towards the interest you owe on the house versus the principal on the home. And as you pay that down, it's going to slowly flip so that eventually more of your payment is going to go towards the principal than the interest. Okay. There's a lot to that. That's a whole other video. But basically, your interest rate is going to determine the total principal and interest on that house. Now, here's what people don't realize. The difference in interest rates is actually nominal. If you look at a payment between 7 and 7.25, yeah, it's going to be a difference, right? 7.25 is going to be higher than 7, but it's not going to be as big of a difference compared to looking at a house where the property taxes are 5,000 versus a house where the property taxes are, let's say, 8,000. That's going to cause a bigger monthly payment than going from an interest rate of 7 to 7.25. Okay. So, because the reason is you're dealing with a larger spread, right? So, a mortgage payment is divided into 360 payments. Whereas your monthly mortgage, your monthly real estate taxes, right? That's a lump sum divided by 12. So you're going to have a bigger difference in your monthly payment when you're looking at different houses with higher taxes. Then when you're comparing a loan at 7% versus 7.25, rate isn't everything. Okay. Rate isn't everything. And I say that because the difference can be so nominal between different interest rates. You can't just look at one loan and go, oh, that has a rate of 7%. That must be the better loan. There are fees involved. That's when we look at your APR. Okay. The APR, all that is the comparison of the loan, taking into account certain fees that are paid in the closing costs. So the way it's calculated, it's going to bore you. Are you ready? You take the loan amount, subtract the fees, and using the same interest rate or same payment, calculate an interest rate. Because if you have the same payment, but a lower loan amount, that means the interest rate must be higher. So that's how they create the APR. And that's all the APR is telling you is which loan is going to have more fees comparative. So you do want to pay attention to that APR. It is important, probably more important than the actual interest rate, because the interest rate is just affecting that monthly payment over 30 years. Okay. The other thing you want to look at is service, right? Who's giving you the better service? Can you call your loan officer on the weekends? Can you call them at 8 o'clock at night? Can you get in touch with your processor? Does your processor call you or email you only? Those are really important things to consider when picking a mortgage company to work with, because you want to know and trust the person who's helping you buy this huge investment. Okay. Whether it's your first house or 10th house, I don't care. It's a lot of money. Whether it's 25,000 or 25 million. Okay. It's a large investment to you. So you want to know, love, and trust the person that's helping you and understand that it's not all about that interest rate, because the interest rate, if you kept it for 30 years, yes, makes a big difference. But most people keep their loans between 7 and 10 years. And in this market, it's probably going to be a little bit less depending on what direction rates go. So think about that when you're shopping around for a house and you're shopping around for a mortgage. Don't look at those eighths and think it's a huge difference in payment. It really not going to move it. If you need a lower payment, take a look at houses that have cheaper taxes. That's going to be where you can see a biggest difference in the monthly payment rather than looking for the absolute lowest interest rate, because it's not going to move the needle as much as you think it is. So if you like this video, leave a comment, like it, subscribe to my channel. If you have additional questions, feel free to leave me a comment, ask away. I'm here to help.